Hey, we're out here on the lower deck. We've just finished our stairs and they've been done for a while. And we have this nice platform, hopefully you can see, that I'm going to fill up this nice big pot, specimen pot, with a Dwarf Alberta. I wanted to make a statement, and let me find my other glove, because you'll be able to see it when you're coming down the deck and you're coming up from the garden. And I like the Dwarf Alberta because they get no more than 5 to 6 feet tall, 4 feet wide. And so I've already done my measurements, and in the center of this pot, once it's in here, I've already measured 2 feet on either side, back, front, and sides. And so it will be perfect here. And I've used this pot before for a Dwarf Alberta. And when I was tired of it and I thought it was getting too big, I placed it in the front garden, and it's done really well. And that's probably what I'll do with this too when I'm finished with it. But it will be beautiful here for many, many years, and perhaps put lights on it and that type of thing. But anyhow, let's get started. Let's get this planted. As I said, it's a nice big pot, and I will put, I am going to put a few plastics, just about a ½ inch. And the reason I'm putting those in there, they're just old water bottles, is because I don't want the drain holes that are in there clogged with dirt, and I think that'll help. But I want most of the pot filled with the soil so that the roots will have a great medium to get as big as they can. And when I get ready to take it out and transplant it, it'll be a healthier plant. So what I'm using today, though, is a new product. It's called Backtoe, and I've never used this potting soil. I was at my local farm and garden supplier, Foster's, and Mr. Pope, he recommended this to me to use. And in fact, our local garden group is going to be using these in all the pots around town, on the bridge and in the new pots. So I said, I'll try it. I went back, got a couple bags, and I usually use Miracle-Gro potting soil, and it's usually $8.94 for a big bag. This is only $8.99, 50-pound bag. I'm going to give it a try. Now, something else I found out this week. I was at 2 different local nurseries, one in Reedsville outside of Morgantown, called Modern Homestead. Sweet, really cute. I talked with the owner, and I noticed they had all the Backtoe products, from the garden soil, potting soil, and compost. And they've been using it for 10 years and love the product. And then I went to Freed's outside of Bridgeport, and I just glanced around and I noticed that was stacked everywhere. And I didn't get to talk with the owners, but I'm assuming they're using it too. I'm not trying to, sway anyone, but I'm going to give it a try in all my pots and see how it works. And the good news is we can buy it locally for those of us who live here locally. So let's start putting this soil in the bags. In the pot. The heavy bags. I've got a drop off down here, because with these new boards, I hate tracking them up with all of this soil. We just scrubbed them off last week when we did all that work. And anyhow, I think I've got enough out of it that I can lift it and put it in the pot. Yep. So it's these things that you love as a gardener. All right, let's do that. And let's set the tree in here. Get its best side. What I've done, these roots were really, really tight. So I've gone in and loosened the roots so that they'll be able to soak up the nutrients when they're all in that pot. Stand back. I think that's the best side, yay. Yes, it is. And good. I'm going to throw some biocone in around those roots in the soil. And I want to tell everyone, if you're local, you can pick up all of these products by Espoma, the organic products. I was in Plant the Seed, it's on Route 33, and talked with that owner, and he has been gardening for 18 years. he sells all of his fruits and vegetables, all organically grown. And he keeps all these products in his stores. It saves me a trip out of town to find them. I didn't know he had them because I wasn't looking for them. But I turned around and there's all these products, your Plantone, your Hollytone, your Biotone. So if you're looking for those, everyone who's local, take a look. I'm going to just pour that in there, like that. Mix it in with that layer. It smells good too. And now, I'm going to finish filling this up. Just like that. The soil looks beautiful. And, you know, it does come, like it says, with fertilizers, all kinds of good stuff in it. So change is never easy, but it's usually good. Now, when I'm all through filling this up with soil, I am going to plant Swiss chard in it. I've run out of room in my small eating garden because there's garlic in it. There's a rose in there now. When you live in a little garden area, things fill up quickly. And so you have to find other spots to grow your vegetables and fruits. So how much better is it than to put it in with a pretty tree? And with Swiss chard, you can plant so directly right now. It's, you know, it's early in the spring, it's April. And as soon as the soil can be turned around, you can plant that in there. So I will be planting my Swiss chard right in this soil. And that looks really good. It's at the top of the tree. I'll show you. You can see that my soil is nice, just where I want it. And let's get my Swiss chard. And what I will do, these seeds are nice and big. If you've never grown Swiss chard, it's really delicious. And once it's up growing, what I like about it, if you like greens like I do, you can cut your greens in 1 week, in 3 or 4 days, the leaves are back up. Plus they're really pretty leaves, and a lot of times their veins can have a nice color to them. Now around this pot, not only will there be Swiss chard, but if I need something to trail, I might put in maybe 1 or 2 million bells just for color, or maybe some sweet alyssum. But it doesn't matter. That we'll just have to wait and see how it looks once the Swiss chard is up before I add anything more. And anyhow, so that's a simple way to put in a specimen tree in a nice big pot, give it the nutrients it needs, and it can be here for a lifetime. And then you can plant your edibles or your beautiful little annuals around them and make it a statement. And it'll be beautiful when you walk up these steps. And I'll show you that in another video. But anyhow, I'm gonna keep planting my Swiss chard and get on with my day. And I really thank you guys for spending this morning with me. So get out and have fun today. See you later. Bye.